Hello Virgo, Debbie Dubois here. Welcome to my channel, True Sacred Union. We are ready for the July love and creative expression forecast for you. So let's go ahead and find out what Virgo has in store for the coming month. Before we get started, let me let you know that I am going to be in Niagara Falls on September 27th, 28th, and 29th with Marla Kelly doing a Twin Flame and Ascension workshop. I'm very excited about it. The other facilitators are going to be Kalina Malnar, which I don't know if those of you know, we used to have a radio show together. So this is going to be like the first time we've done a workshop together or anything together in quite a while. So I'm excited about that. We're also going to have Rob and Angie from Twinfinity, which is, they were the hosts of the Banff Twin Flame workshop in October last year, which I attended. And really excited about it. If you feel so called, we would love to have you there. And there's information below. All right, so let's go ahead and give this one more shuffle, and we're going to find out what the overarching energies are for the month of July for my Virgo friends and family. All right. The first card, I am getting this a lot today, is the letter. Okay, perfect timing. We've got the clock. Interesting. Okay, and we've got the yarn as well. All right, let me tune in. Now the cards I'm using is the Intuit Oracle by Aria. And they're read a little bit like Lenormand cards in that you read them, I read them in pairs, and I suppose you can read them any way you want to. I love these cards. But anyways, with a 3-card spread, I always look at the center card as the predominant energy, and then I read them in pairs to kind of get some information. So, all right, so the month of July for you Virgos is about perfect timing. It is about, it's time to deal with something from the past. And this is something that maybe you've been dealing with for a lifetime. And I want to say, because it's sitting right next to the yarn, it could be something that's been very annoying for you. But it's time to deal with it. Now, I don't know if this has something to do with divorce, mortgage refinance, whatever it is. When you see the letter, it's about more formal communication. And then I want to combine that with annoying, and it's a hot mess kind of conundrum, tangled up information, that kind of thing. And we see that paired with the very, I want to say it's a formal kind of communication. I want to say you're going to be dealing with something of this nature. That is, of course, this is a general reading. This isn't for everyone. So, this may not be you at all. But the beautiful thing is that everything is in perfect timing when we're dealing with whatever the situation is. Okay? Even if it's somehow you're going to receive some news that you need that, that are answers to something that has happened in the past. You may get news. When I see the yarn card, I think of stories. It can be stories that we've told ourselves, things we found annoying. A lot of times the reason why we find something annoying is because we've got stories attached to it. We've got, we feel tied up. We feel like we're stuck because of maybe how we've been perceiving the situation. But that clock right there is a very positive sign that whatever it is that you're dealing with this month, it's going to get what it needs. That's what's coming to me. It's going to get what it needs to eventually shift into something else that you would prefer. Okay. Let's start with that as our overall energies. And I'm going to spread these cards out back here. It makes it much more room if I do that. That way I can make sure you can see your cards. We're going to find out right now what Virgo is dealing with from a relationship standpoint. And, the first card pulled up is the man. Now, when I get the man, I look at it as that is the other person. Now, it could be you, but I'm saying it's the other person. That's just how I read that card when it comes up. Huh, but guess what we've got? We've got the woman. So we've got you and this other person. So it doesn't matter if you're a man or you're a woman. You've got both people accounted for in this. Gosh, I might end up having to pull an extra card or two. We'll see. Oh my God, this is so funny. Okay, well, interesting. Now, we're going to look at this. You're the central. I always think of as the woman as being you, all right? And I always think of the man as being the other person. Now, just going with that. All right. Well, what do we see here over here with the birds? This is communication. But look at these two. Look at, they're looking away from each other, all right? So you're looking at one and you're the primary energy here. This person's looking over here. You both don't look real happy. You both are, you know, it's like your face is kind of like, what the heck? And this person's like, what the heck? And so it's interesting that the communication card comes up in this spot. So let me see if I can tune into what this is trying to tell us. All right, so you guys might be a little bit at odds right now. Or, okay, here is it. You might be in a position where you are in a little bit of a debate. You are going back and forth, texting, phone calls, negotiating, trying to decide where you guys are at. There's a lot of communications, and I'm chilling on that. So, and I'm chilling even more on that. So, yeah, okay, I'm going to pull a couple more cards. I have to be very cognizant of time though, because I really don't want these readings to be too long and drawn out. And you know, you can always fast forward me like double time or whatever so that you can get, I'm just going to pull out 3 more cards to kind of confirm what this situation is. All right, well, right there, the central energy is solo, isolation, separation, estranged. So I want to take that as confirmation that these two are sort of facing away from each other. However, I'm also looking at, oh my gosh, I'm chilling on this, social media. So while you're going your separate ways and you got your backs to each other, is kind of like you're also chatting through, I don't know if you're debating, I don't know if you're arguing, I don't know exactly what's happening, but it's kind of like you're trying to break this isolation, this solo. You want to get through it and you want to get past, and this rainbow is saying, look it, you've got perfect timing here again. You've got another perfect timing card. How amazing. So what are we going to do? Are we going to focus on the island? Are we going to focus on that separation and the estrangement and that lonely feeling? Or are we going to talk about it, discuss it, get together through our social media connection, whatever it is, and create this divine intervention energy? So that's something that I feel is going to be up to you guys. So just remember something. You reflect outward. You create your reality based on where you're at. So the only thing that you can do is take responsibility for where you are at. You cannot control where the other person is at, except if you align yourself with what you prefer and you let go and you say, I'm going to have a positive communication. I'm going to make things happen. I'm going to change things up. I'm going to break out of this solo isolation. I'm going to do all these things energetically within myself. If you do that, you are going to align yourself much more with this perfect timing, good luck, ascension, serendipitous energy. So I feel that that right there is the answer to that. Now I'm getting that very specifically, and I don't know if that's just for someone specifically or if it's a bunch of you. I don't know. The beautiful thing about these cards is that you can literally, zoom in, you can read the cards yourself, and you may have other words pop out that have to do with you that I'm not picking up on, which is one of the reasons why I like using the Intuit Oracle. All right, so now we're going to look at creative expression. Let's look at creative expression. The first card we pull for that is Ship, which is a great card. We've got the Moon Soul. Let's see the moon, and a standoff. Okay, so we've got some stuff going on here. Hang on just a second. Let me tune into the energy of this. Okay, this is your creative expression. You're in the process of doing something, creating in your outer world what you've been wanting to create in your inner world. Okay? And this is something that's coming up from your deepest knowing. All right. This whole thing, I'm reading this card first, but you know, it's funny because I'm being drawn to the ship. This is happening rather quickly. All right, this is happening rather quickly. Whatever this ebb and flow is, it's happening fast. And the ship is, I want to say the sails are open and the wind has got you. You're going places, and part of this creative expression, abundance, and everything else is literally has to do either with physical travel, with adventure, with doing something like going on vacation, going places, movement, all right? There's something here with your creative expression. Now, there may be something that's trying to hold you back, something that's trying to block you. Now, while I'm seeing a stalemate, here we go, all right? This right here is the ebb and the flow. The moon right here goes back and forth, back and forth. We've got something going on here, which is interesting. You've got the energy of the ship that wants you to move fast rather rapidly, but you also have this stalemate card, which is kind of blocking you and stopping you. So I want to say that you've got this pendulum swinging, okay? You want to go forward, but you're stopping yourself. Or you want to go forward and someone's stopping you, which is ultimately you stopping yourself, because we all project outward those things that we ourselves can't see that we're doing. So very interesting energies. So what I want to say is when you tune into the energies of this, and we'll probably get more in the summary, when we get into this energy, we're basically looking at letting go more, and trying to figure out what it is within inside yourself that's stopping you. What is it that's stopping you from really going places? That's a question that you're being asked to kind of deal with this particular, and it may be the thing that's annoying you. So, all right, we're going to look at higher self. What does the higher self have to say? All right, hang on a second. I'm going to move these cards up so you can see them. All right, so we've got the albatross. Okay, I'm seeing something here. All right, this has to do with what your higher self wants you to know for the month of July. And we've got obstacle. All right, this is getting pretty clear. Okay, I love it. This is very clear to me. Okay, you are dealing with, and this is where your yarn is coming from, something that's in your way. I want to say it's probably you. And the reason why is this energy here between going places and not going places. I almost feel, oh my gosh, and here it is again. It's showing up in your relationship. You're not going places because you kind of are at backs to each other, opposite. So we've got this pendulum swing between going places and not going places, and your challenge is to remove this mountain, remove this obstacle or block. You are the answer to that. You are the solution. You are the key. And the albatross shows up as a really good omen for you. Now, what is stopping you? Let's dive into what that is, okay? What is stopping you? And I'm seeing that from the past, lifetimes, the origin, where you're getting this. You've got some baggage. You've got some baggage that you need to deal with. It is shame. It is guilt. You do feel somewhat cursed in certain situations. And this is the stuff that needs to be dealt with. This is the stuff that needs to be dealt with because you've got the energy of the sail of the ship. All right. And you've got, the moon is asking you to dive deep to see what is going on between this movement and this stalemate, and you want to remove this obstacle, okay? You want to remove the obstacle. That is the solution. That is the key. That is what's going to break you out from the stuck position that you've been in, okay? When it comes to swinging between those polar opposites. And let's put this right into your relationship experience. What have you got? You've got an island. You got a mountain. You got this obstacle. Who is the solution? Who is the key? You're the key. You're the solution. What do you need to do? You need to release the baggage, okay? That couldn't be more clear. what's great is that you're actually getting perfect timing on this, and you're getting perfect timing from the double rainbow, which means you're getting some divine intervention, and I'm chilling on that. And right now, let's see what the divine intervention has to say, because we are going to pull an Ascended Master card, which is going to give you, well, there you go. The first card, I'm going to, two cards flipped up, and I'm going to take it, right? I'm going to take these two cards, and I'm going to make sure that they both fit in here. One is Lug, which is the persistence card, and we've got the power of joy. Okay, so information coming from the other side of the veil. In order to break this block that you have, this pendulum swing, in order to make the breakthrough, to get rid of the obstacles, to get rid of the island, you have to be extremely persistent. You have to be persistent. But what do you need to be persistent in? The answer lies right here in the power of joy. Okay, so the power of joy is a message from Maitreya that basically says, and I'm chilling on this, the answer to everything is to remember to stay in a state of joy. Okay, joy is an energy that I want to say it comes from, I find anyways, that it comes from a gratitude stance. Being in a place of gratitude can create great amounts of joy. So maybe the perfect timing is that you're getting this message. It is in the center of your reading, this power of joy that Maitreya brings to you. We have obstacles that we need to remove. We've got a stalemate. We've got the mountain. We've got the island. But what is surrounding the joy? Right here, we got the rainbow. We've got the solution. We have, a reminder that we need to be persistent in order to stay in a place of joy. Because the joy, think about it. If you're trying to bridge the gap or, between you and your loved one, and you're having some issues, what is a better state of being to attract what you prefer? Being in a joyful state or being in a dour state? This is what this power of this card is, the power of joy. Very interesting cards. Couldn't be more clear. I don't know. I hope that this resonates with you. I'm going to leave the reading there. Stay in the power of joy. Be persistent about it. Try to remove some of these obstacles because you do have the key. The key is you. Do some releasing on some of these things that you don't feel so good about. You're at the perfect time to do that. And you've got the ship sailing. You've got that, the winds at your sails. And you've got this perfect timing. You've got the double rainbow. It's going to help remove some of these blocks and obstacles for you, Virgo. So thank you so much for taking time to listen to my reading. If you resonate with it, first of all, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do take a moment to like it, share it, and if you feel so called, please subscribe to my channel and become part of my True Sacred Union family. We'd love to have you. If you'd like to see more readings like this, and I do other readings, and I do videos on, sacred partnerships, creative expression, becoming your highest you, ascension, things like that. Go ahead. If you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and press the bell. That way you won't miss a thing. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next month, the month of August. Namaste.